Hello guys, so welcome to tonight's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, we'll start with tonight's show. Okay, so Tim Sherwood will be one of the football pundits out there. So we're going to talk about Nwaneri, talk about Cole Palmer. So him kind of the opinion say on current form like this as we did now, Nwaneri is better than Cole Palmer. And this thing makes social media catch fire. I say, I gonna compare Nwaneri with Cole Palmer. It is disrespectful, this shaking icon. But Baba they say, what in the talk will say on current form. Because Nwaneri is a special boy. This boy has something a bit special. Tim Sherwood names one Arsenal star who is better than Chelsea attacker Cole Palmer. So when you read the entirety of the report, Sherwood come dey talk say, see, Tim Sherwood has gone on to make a major claim about Arsenal youngster Nwaneri, comparing him to Chelsea's Cole Palmer. The former Tottenham Hotspur manager has claimed that Nwaneri is currently England's best right winger in Bukayo Saka's absence, because in they look at the international break where they come for front, say which wingers then go invite. Are you going to invite Phil Foden, who is not informed? Are you going to invite Cole Palmer, who is not informed? What about Jared Bowen? So this Nwaneri, with what he is doing for Arsenal, activated that right hand side, replacing the injured Bukayo Saka. So England also need to call and make it also replace the injured Bukayo Saka. When you read down the reports, Baba talk say, is he our best without Saka? Without Saka, is he our best right-sided player at the moment? You would have to say, even with all the quality there is, he's playing better than Cole Palmer at the moment. I love Cole Palmer. Don't be say I get bad blood, but he's a game changer. But he's certainly there. Also, Baba no finish there. Because they ask, would you put him ahead? Okay, then they ask and say, would you put him ahead of Jared Bowen? That's the one that they say, I probably would. I like Jared, but this boy is special. Jared is an excellent Premier League player, but I think this boy, he has something a bit special. For me, he's a superstar in the making. Now, do I like the comparison of Nwaneri and Cole Palmer? No, it's a bit ridiculous, again, because Cole Palmer don't put out some kind numbers, get. But of recent, really they inform. But do I agree with Tim Sherwood that on current form, on current standing, that Nwaneri's output is better than Cole Palmer? Well, it is debatable, but I would somewhat agree. And when you look at one statistics what I see yesterday, they say Cole Palmer don't create like 36 big chances for Chelsea, and they did not really convert much. So now part of the problem, you create, nobody convert them. So who are you going to blame? You get. So Cole Palmer, well, it just quite unfortunate where he find himself. So that one by the side. Now, this is what happened today for those who know they are aware. Nottingham Forest played against Manchester City, and the match ended 1-0 in favor of Nottingham Forest. And remember in the morning show, I said I was like interested in seeing what the outcome of this match, because I know say for Nottingham Forest, for that they are home, they know they take nonsense. You get. I don't think any of the top 6 beats them there. You get. So they are likely unbeaten. You get. So even Arsenal play 0-0 there. You get. Then draw Liverpool 1-1, they beat Spurs. I don't think anybody really beat them there. So why this loss? We City lost the Swiss me now, because City now be the nearest, strongest person where they challenge us for the top 4. So as they lose, so we'll still there ahead of them with about 7 points. So if we go beat Manchester United tomorrow, that means we don't use like 10 points the gap this Manchester City, because this Nottingham Forest, they will see Shalaski for front, even though them they pursue Champions League. So am I surprised that Nottingham Forest beat Manchester City? No, I am not, because Man City don't they significantly weaker this season, especially with what happened to Rodri and the age. They get a lot of old players. You get. So even Mamouche could not do anything. Alan, like, he could not do anything. Get. So at the end of the day, that one say happened after the match. Rio Ferdinand when they interview the likes of Aina or Hudson-Odoi. So Hudson-Odoi going to say them need to stay humble because they pursue Champions League slots. Rio Ferdinand going to say stay humble. Somebody said that in the early in the season. Everybody bust laugh because Niall and I stuck that in, and they come beat the same Man City. We get Eliana, so everybody bust laugh as it was quite funny. But it is what it is. Now let's look at the statistics at Nottingham Forest home. Nottingham Forest at home against the top six in the Premier League this season. Look at it. They beat Spurs, they draw Liverpool, they draw Arsenal, they beat Manchester City. I don't know what now the top teams that they look at get. And I don't know what them play with Manchester United and Chelsea, but I want to believe they did well. In fact, no wonder their goalkeeper is challenging for top honors, for the most clean sheets. After the match, Pep said, come and talk about the significance of this game because them they pursue top four, and it would be so much embarrassing. Say after winning the Premier League back to back, you could not make the cut for the Champions League to qualify for the 2025-2026 campaign. Man, so TNT Sports reported the story as Liverpool was not in the Champions League 1, 2, or 3 seasons ago, and look now, it's not the end of the world. Pep, they say in case they don't qualify, Baba, it's not the end of the world. Yes, I agree. It's not the end of the world. After all, we will be asked and will they out like maybe 5 years or thereabout. We don't qualify. So, but at least at the end of the day, Pep consider will try all their possible best to make sure say them qualify. Now, Troy Deeney, when they urge Thomas Tuchel to make sure say in call up Nwaneri. Everybody just the roots for Nwaneri. Troy Deeney say they call him because he's better than Phil Foden presently on current form. And at the same time, Tim Shea, we talk about Kopama. It's a former Watford striker. Troy Deeney has backed Arsenal youngster Nwaneri to get his first England call up this month. He believes that the teenager has shown that he's ready to get into the team. So there's so much pressure, enormous pressure to pick the teenager who is on form. And surprisingly, this role where this boy they play, look with the original role where they make for him, where they train him to come play for the academy. Now I just convert him. So okay, I've seen what you can do. Let us try you here. We'll try other people. It did not work. Let's see what he can do. And the boy no waste time. He grabbed the opportunity on the platter of gold. He display. You get. See now, everybody they call for him not to play as a number 10 again, but to play as a winger. And don't be surprised. Moving forward, that might be Nwaneri's role. It might now become his primary role. Then midfield will come be in secondary role. But we'll just watch. We never really know how in future will be. But for me personally, I think that's what it's looking like. Now, Rio Ferdinand, can they name one player where if Arsenal sign that player, Arsenal will win the league. They will win many things. And that player where all of us know, you get instantly mentioned now Isak. So I'm not really surprised. Rio Ferdinand believes signing Isak will win Arsenal the Premier League. Yes, we agree because he's very, very prolific and Awama Riot in big. So that one safe, he did. Now, Charles Watts, when we talk about the Manchester United game, Arsenal are getting ready. They are preparing, you get, on how they will take meet this Manchester United. So, Baba Corridor said this is a game Arsenal must win. Especially now we say Manchester City self don't draw points. So we must make sure we win it because we are playing against a struggling Manchester United side that will be missing some of their players, just like we said we miss some of our own key players. So it's going to be very, very key for us to knock them. In fact, some Arsenal fans on social media say this is a perfect opportunity for us to knock Manchester United like 8-0, 8-2. You get. But when I don't forget, we have no get striker. Just like I told you when we were playing the PSV game, I talk say that match like a battle of two strugglers. This time around, we are still saying the same thing: a battle of two strugglers. Yeah, so now so you go be more just watch. At the end of the day, I hope we come out on top and win. Now talking about the same Alexander Isak. When you're Ferdinand they talk, do you know that PSG are contemplating, say they want to offer 3 players to Newcastle. Say make Newcastle to carry those 3 players and give them Isak. Get. Now, who are the 3 players where PSG they contemplate to give Newcastle at the end of the season? They are mentioning Giancarlo Ramos, who is a striker. They are mentioning Randa Kolomoani, who was another striker who they gave to Juventus on loan, and they are mentioning Aston Villa loanee Marco Asensio. That Marco Asensio is the light of the place for that Aston Villa, and I want to feel that at the end of the day, Aston Villa will come as a company the money where they needed to get the player because it don't really represent very, very well. In with Rashford, they don't combine to do so well at Manchester United. Look at Rashford flourishing, enjoying himself, playing Champions League football. Look at how Manchester United is parents club. Look at how they are languishing. They are closer to relegation than they are close to Champions League slots or Europa League slots or UEFA Europa Conference League slots. So, well, it is what it is. It happened like that. So at the end of the day, let's just watch and see whether they will carry their side. Because why are they talking about this story? Because we said our mind did there. We said we also did interested in signing Alexander Isak. So the report at the end of the day, it says that they could offer strikers. Look, I think I've mentioned all those three. So it is what it is. Now, even football transfers can do their own analysis, in-house feature story. Then can conclude say Arsenal can afford to sign Isak, even though Newcastle they mentioned 180 million euros is about 150 million pounds price tag. So them feel say Arsenal can afford to buy the player. Whether we can afford though, whether I don't know if you afford though, personally, I don't think Arsenal will go and put that kind of ridiculous amount for the player, no matter how much we love the player. If the money dey, should we do it? But I don't lie for you, I will say yes. But is it realistic? The answer is no. If wishes were horses, beggars would ride. So that's so life just be. Arsenal is a business. Now, when you go to the Arsenal website and then post this picture, they say we are ready to give our all again for the match we want to play against Manchester United. Now, talking about this match, there are some statistics, some data about this particular game, historical data. So when you check out the Arsenal website, you see this image, you see this story, pre-match reports, preview, Manchester United versus Arsenal. So now we're going to hear say this match, if we beat Manchester United tomorrow, it will be said we don't become the first team to win 5 straight matches against the Red Devils in Premier League history. So don't knock them 4 straight already. So once we play this one in the Premier League, once we play this one, I could be said we don't knock them 5 straight times. So it is not a small feat. It is a remarkable achievement. It's good for banter purposes. Now, what are the facts and statistics which concern this match? It's plenty. Now, number one, Manchester United have lost their last 4 Premier League games against us. Their longest losing run against us in their history. Number two, we have scored in each of our last 10 Premier League games at the Old Trafford 13 goals, having only managed to score in 10 of their first 22 visits in the competition, 11 goals. 3. Manchester United have won just 1 of their last 8 top-flight home games against sides, starting the day above them in the table. They draw 1 and they lose 6, losing each of the last 4 in a row. Since Ruben Amorim's first game in charge, the Red Devils have conceded the first goal in 12 league games with no side going 1-0 down on more occasions during this period. This is me. I didn't even pity for their talk saying in the last 4 or 5 games for the Old Trafford, the opposition, the away side, now they first open the scoring. I don't even know say you don't reach 12. Imagine that record. 12 teams come for Old Trafford and the first man you score. Just think about it. Since Ruben Amorim's first game in charge, the Red Devils have conceded the first goal in 12 league games. Oh man, that's a bad record. That's why they talk say, will the record continue with Arsenal? We'll go there, we'll conference and open the scoring. Or maybe Manchester United will set the record straight. Well, look at the watch. Now, Manchester United are yet to win consecutive league games this season. This is their longest wait for back-to-back league victories since 1968, 1969, games 32 and 33. Mad. Okay, Mikel Arteta has won 7 of his 10 Premier League games against Manchester United. Of all managers who face the red, this is not very, very. I think I get a good record against this Manchester United. No cap, we get very, very good record against them. All right, let me bring you a message from one of our sponsors, Mobile World Associates and Co Limited. They're into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shop protection works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, you can call them on +234 8064642234, and they're located at number 7 the Kennywood Road, Oreazi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church. But Harcourt, if you're interested in any of the services, do reach out to them. Now, the biggest news of the night, number the fact that Team Sherwood, they come outside and they talk, say, Nwaneri is better than Cole Palmer presently on current form. His outputs is better. Even Troy Deeney come outside and say, Nwaneri is better than Phil Foden presently. All these people are telling Thomas Tuchel, ensure that by the time the names of players that have been invited for the upcoming international games when the list is out, Nwaneri's name should be there. But we'll just watch that Thomas Tuchel will succumb to the pressure and say, okay, let's see what this boy can offer. All right, my dear Axel lovers, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show and end. So it's like come your way tomorrow morning to give you the morning news. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your night. Now, good night. I'm gonna get out. All right, guys. Bye bye.